And so if this is the kingdom and this is the reality of what has happened, if this is what Jesus or what John the Baptist was calling them to, if this is what Jesus was calling them to, if this was what Ezekiel was pointing them towards, what does it matter for us today? The kingdom is expanded. It matters because the kingdom is expanded when people come to know the salvation and the love and the power and the life of Jesus, the way that passage talks about. Jesus came to establish the reign of God and this kingdom, and it always will look and act and love like Jesus did. So what you do, what did he do? We said this last week, but the question in my heart, what did Jesus do when he came and he had all power and authority on heaven and on earth? Did he smite his enemies? Did he overthrow the Roman government? Did he establish himself as a physical king with a government on earth? No. Instead of starting a war or overthrowing anyone, Jesus washed the feet of the disciples. He served those that needed to be served. He loved those that needed to be loved. He forgave those who needed to be forgiven of much. He came for the sick and not the healthy. He came to lay down his life. And ultimately, the expression of his kingdom wasn't a sword to conquer, but it was a death on the cross. And that is the kingdom that he invites us into. And why does it matter? For us to be people of that kingdom, we have to be able to spiritually come into that same heart and alignment that Jesus had, is that we would love as he loved, and that we would act as he acted, and he would speak as he spoke, and that we would lay down our lives for those around us. That's what Jesus' kingdom looks like. His instruction to us is to do everything in love. And love to me and love to us has to be defined by the cross of Jesus. And so I want to say this very kindly to you this morning, because I'm saying it to myself. You don't want this kingdom, and I don't want this kingdom. It is so radically contrary to everything I have been raised in, everything I have been taught, everything I would want to see happen to those who are somehow seen as being against me. It is so opposite of how I want to respond when I don't get my way. It's so opposite of how I want to respond when people hurt my feelings or talk about me or say things about me that aren't true. I don't want this kingdom. And you don't want this kingdom.